Okay, here we go. Part 4. Look, so as I was saying in the last video, Abraham was someone that was tested. He was tested many times throughout his life, right? I want you to go in the book of Genesis and read about Abraham. Read about Abraham and Sarah, how the things that they desired. They wanted a family, they wanted children, and so many things took place, but I want to stay on track on what I was wanting to share with you, specifically concerning Genesis chapter 22. Okay, and we're going to start at verse 1. It says, sometime later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, Abraham, here I am, he replied. Then God said, take your son, your only son, Isaac, whom you love, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on the one of the mountains I will tell you about. Okay, so early that morning, the next morning, Abraham got up and saddled his donkey. He took with him 2 of his servants and his son Isaac, and he had cut enough wood for the burnt offering. He set out for the place God had told him about. On the 3rd day, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance. He said to his servants, stay here. It was a reason he told his servants to stay there, y'all. He knew that he had to do this alone. He couldn't involve anyone else with what he had going on. They wouldn't understand what God told him to do. There's times when God is going to tell you to do things that you aren't going to be able to tell anyone, not even your best of besties. Why? Because what God is telling you to do, everybody else are going to think you're ludicrous for doing it, but you got to do it. Being a child of God, being chosen, being a prophet, being anointed, being a minister, being a pastor, being a mother, a father, whatever it is that you are, whatever title, whatever role it is that you play, there are times in your life that God is going to tell you some things that you won't be able to share with anyone. Abraham knew he could take them to a certain place with him, but they had to stay at a certain distance, because what it was that he was about to do, he could not allow them to know, because they would talk him out of what it was that God had told him to do. But Abraham loved God so much that he was going to do whatever it was he was supposed to do. So I'm going to go on and continue to read. It says, he told him to stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. Okay, we will worship and then we will come back to you. So he said, look, we just going to go worship and we'll come back. In a form of a way, he wasn't lying. He was going to worship and do